Welcome to WKRP Montrose, a radio station masquerading as a podcast about Montrose, Colorado and the Western Slope, recording live from the Clearnetworx studio in downtown Montrose, Colorado. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of WKRP and Clearnetworx. Mini episodes.
Yeah, that'll
work.
work.
Mini episodes.
That'll work.
The Clearnetworx mini episodes.
Yeah, as you can tell, we haven't thought this through.
No,
so if you watched the first one, it was WKRP something else, and we introduced it. WKRP Clearnetworx. We partnered with Clearnetworx, as you can see from our very nice neon sign. Oh, you can't right now.
You can't see the neon sign.
Okay.
You'll figure that out by
see it in a
episode
second.
6.
Yeah. The idea is we're talking to members of employees of Clearnetworx and getting to know them so they can get to know each other.
Yeah. You guys need to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Like,
it's all about harmony in the workplace, as you can tell from the way Dennis and I interact on the podcast.
There's some statistic out there, right? Like, what percentage of your life do you spend at work?
Well, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, right? Typically, it's a lot of
your time.
Yeah,
you should get to know the people you work with.
So that's what we're doing. We're
you might as well.
facilitating that for Clearnetworx.
All right. So who are we going to get to know today this episode?
Well,
you can't look it up.
No,
He's sitting on the couch.
No. I'm looking at his title. So
it just changed. So
it did.
You're a bodiless voice. Let's give you a body.
Let's do that.
All right.
So this is Jeff Pollard. According to the little bio we were sent, you are.
What did you call? How did you say?
Hang on.
Okay.
The director of personnel / HR.
Yeah, vice president of personnel now.
Vice president. Hang on a minute. We're changing that.
Yeah.
It's got the word president in it.
Rob, this is an ongoing thing on WKRP, so let's make it something here. How did you pronounce his last name?
Pollard.
That's not how you said it the first time.
It's close.
How did I say it the first time?
Pollard. You had
Pollard.
No,
I didn't.
Yes, you. Oh, there's evidence, my friend.
One, I never would, and two, if I say it, then it's Jeff. Where's your name from? Do you have any idea?
Oh yeah, English.
There you go.
Scottish.
So we'll pronounce it my way. Thanks very much.
No.
It's like the name of this town we're in. When people on the radio pronounce it Montrose.
Don't start.
Like, no,
don't start.
Listen to me, okay?
Why?
Jeff, this is not about me.
I also
let's talk to
the English way either. It's a J, so no G's.
Let's talk to the vice president.
Of
personnel,
Mr. Vice President.
Resources.
Is that how are people required to address you that way in the company? No? Is that a change that you would like to institute now?
Love titles so much, but no, they just call me Jeff.
Okay, but for anybody at Clearnetworx who is watching this, it might be fun for a little while if you only refer to him as Mr. Vice President.
Mr. Vice President.
I think that would be very funny.
This is a recommendation.
Yeah.
You guys should have a little fun with that.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Jeff, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Born and raised in Montrose, so grew up here my whole life. Dad owned a car dealership. He's owned one ever since I was born. So, Pollard Brothers.
Oh.
Graduated from Montrose High School in 1995, so a year before Doug.
That's right, Doug.
Yeah, I'm older than you. And other than about 10 years in Grand Junction when I was going to school and a couple years in England, I've lived here my whole life. Moved back in 2006 when I got married, and have been here ever since. So.
Let's talk about those couple of years for a minute. Where in England and why were you in the UK?
So I was with a ministry organization, Youth with a Mission, and I actually was installing Cat 5 network in about 15 buildings. So don't tell anyone at Clearnetworx, though.
No.
Because I don't want that job again. But I was north of London in a town called Harpenden. The bigger towns are St. Albans and Luton are the ones that people would probably know, but about 20 minutes north of London.
Right. I know them. You ever heard of them?
Did you? No.
No, of course not.
Big Luton Hatters fan.
You are?
Watched a lot of Luton games. Finally made it to the Premiership. Then
don't start him on
immediately got kicked back.
So. Well, I mean, if you look at the stadium, right?
It's terrible.
It's the most famous stadium I think that was in the Premier League because you can see it from. You can watch the games from like people's bathrooms.
Yeah, it's built on top of apartments. It's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. Go on. What have you got? I know he's waiting. He hasn't spoken for like 35 seconds.
I'm letting you guys have your moment with the soccer.
I'm a football guy, but my wife was a soccer player.
Yeah, he's the correct football, not football, but soccer.
Who's your football team?
Well, Broncos and the Buffs, and then I coached the high school. So,
all right.
So let's talk about that for a little bit because that's a big part of you. Of you, right?
Yep.
Young life.
Young life. Yep, coaching. Yep.
And you coach the football team. You're a coach at the football team, right?
So
are you a position coach?
I was a wide receivers coach for about 5 years. And It's a little rough with work. I mean, especially at Clearnetworx, just getting off in time for practice. But
well, especially because the season keeps extending every year.
Yeah, we're into December every year now, which is a good thing, but it makes for a long season.
Go Red Hawks.
Yeah, made it to state finally. Lost a tough game. But
yeah, I watched that game at Pomona. There were like 50, 60 people in there.
Yeah.
It was and it was really tense, right? Right until the very end, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we got up early, really, really up.
Right.
Ended up losing that game, so that was rough. But this community is amazing. It was a great turnout for that, and it's awesome for the kids, awesome for the school. So, but yeah, been doing that for almost 10 years. I'm kind of player personnel. I don't do a position so much. Kind of what I do at work, I do at Young Life, and I do it as I coach. So,
right.
Nice. So it extends in everywhere you're at.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Young Life?
Just over 10 years.
Okay.
Also with Young Life.
So we have a similar friend. We got a friend of the show.
I was going to
say. Friend of the show, Ty Gallenbeck, just celebrated
Super
his
good friends with Ty,
15 years. Do you get a 10-year pin?
You do.
Okay.
So we all get shadow boxes, and then you get to add a pin every 5 years. So
okay.
We just celebrated Ty last week in Grand Junction, which was awesome. But yeah,
sweet.
Friends with Ty.
Now,
nice.
I hope I don't get this wrong, but you've also opened your house to other kids in the past.
So
I don't want to use the word foster. That doesn't seem right. But
no, we did have a kid who was in Young Life live with us for almost a year, and then obviously we have kids in our house all the time throughout the week. My son's 17, so I have kids in my house anyway. But yeah. So we have 4 kids, and then all of our Young Life kids are over. They're over every Sunday night. Yeah, our house is open to any of those guys anytime.
Yeah.
So for those people that don't know about Young Life, can you give us the quick, because I participated in Young Life. I went to Frontier Ranch here in Colorado, and I was in Dallas doing the Young Life meetups and stuff like that. But then I ended up coming to the Frontier Ranch camp here in Colorado. Can you tell people real quick what the program is that might not know?
Yeah, so Young Life's a faith-based evangelical outreach to high school students, basically. Not affiliated with any one church. We get a lot of church support in any town we're in, just depending on kind of where you go or who you know. But really, Young Life's whole goal is to reach kids that wouldn't normally find themselves in a youth group or in a church. Just kind of that 85% of the kids that don't want to have anything to do with that. Maybe they're afraid to walk through those doors for any reason. And the way we do it is just spend a lot of time. We're with kids where they're at. So if it's at the school, coaching is a good way to get in and have that contact work. Just spending time with high school kids where they're at. And then every Monday night we have what we call club. And that's where they all come and hang out. We got 45 to 50 kids a week. We've been doing that for 10 years. And, the payoff is a bunch of them also work for us now. So that's been the cool part is just you invest in your community.
Right.
Starting early. Because a lot of kids, they stay here. They don't go to school. So what's next for them? And that's important to us. Can you walk with the kid? Not just through the 4 years of their high school life, but through their life in general. Yeah. Can you invest in that relationship? So,
thanks for doing that work. Cause I think that the one thing that the one thing that gets overlooked sometimes is like not fitting into a group. And one of the nice things about Young Life was it just, you didn't really have to fit in, so to speak. It just was an opportunity for you to feel like you're a part of a group with other people.
100%.
And,
are there goals for Young Life, or is it, you said you meet them where they're at? Is it just support generally? I mean, you know what I mean? Is there a goal in mind, or?
My goal is always relational. So I feel like, obviously the goal of Young Life is it's a faith-based, Christian-based organization. We want you to know who Jesus is. So that's the main goal.
Right.
But my goal is really, can you start walking with a kid in a place in their life where no one else is walking?
Right.
And all of us who are around kids or have kids know there's a lot of kids that, home is not the most fun place to be, and school's a hard place to be. And so sometimes my friend group's a hard place to be. Yep.
Right.
So we will walk through them with anything they're going through, and that's the goal. I'm not there to fix a kid or to judge a kid. I'm there to get to the point where I can just love on that kid and be with them through that journey, and in it for as long as they want to be in it with us. And we stay super connected with some of them, and obviously some of them go on and move out of state, go to school, do their thing. But we have.
And it doesn't, it's not necessarily just like kids that might not have the best situation at home, because sometimes kids like need another adult figure to be able to trust 100%. And have a conversation with that doesn't feel like they're talking to their parents.
Yeah, you have those awkward conversations with your parents, and you don't want to always have them with your parents.
Right.
But you do need someone to walk through those with.
But you can also have interest that your parents don't have, and they don't really
100%.
understand, and that and then there's an opportunity to talk to somebody else and feel seen and feel heard in those situations. I think Young Life does a great job of that.
Yeah.
You're not all just about Young Life, though.
No.
What is something that you think your coworkers at Clearnetworx don't know about you that you'd like them to know?
Oh, geez.
I mean, you just said that you're a Bronco fan, but you're wearing a Chicago Bears hat.
The Cincinnati Reds.
Or
So they all know.
That's so embarrassing for you.
Not at all.
They all know I'm Broncos Buffs. I'm the hat guy at work, so
Yeah.
hats
Oh,
all-
there you
all
go.
the
There
time.
you go. There's the thing.
guy.
And I've been a Buffs fan since we won the national championship, so I'm not a bandwagon guy. But no,
You're not just in it for the prime time.
no.
Do you like Coach Prime?
Yeah, I mean he's exciting, so
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
How many hats in the hat collection?
Probably 35.
Dennis is a hat guy too. How many have you got?
I don't have 35.
You're a hat
Well, here's the thing. I have a hat. I like it.
Yeah.
And I wear the snot out of it. But I do have I probably have about 10 right now.
You notice my hat?
Yeah, I see your
no,
hat. They can't see your hat. You want us to show them
No,
your
no,
hat
no,
again?
it's okay.
all right.
I'm representing. It's a Clear
We
Networks
don't
hat.
buy flat bills at work, so I don't usually.
Oh,
wear a
is that a thing we need to change?
I mean,
Well, you can
I'd
do
be
it.
about the only guy wearing one. So
Yeah.
probably.
But you are the vice president, so you
Yeah.
can
I
make
could
some
probably
kind of
get one thrown in the
executive
mix.
order.
Yeah.
We can make something
I
happen
do
there.
order all the hats and shirts, so yeah.
Hey, you could get me. I'll wear a flat bill with a clear net. Like, how do we
Get that done. I just have
how
to
do we
order 'em.
straight rep a C up there
Yeah.
for Clear Networks?
We could do that. Dane Seacat, one of our graphic designers, has.
There
a
we
suit
go.
on, so we'll get that done.
All
I'll
right.
make that happen.
Yeah.
I'll get some of those made.
Okay.
That's vice president talk right
There
there.
it
I'll
is.
make
That's
that
decision.
happen.
That's
We'll
a
get that
that's a
done.
get it done guy.
That's a get it done, guys.
Okay. Hey, we just had David. Apparently, you don't refer to him as David.
Nope.
It's Sneesby.
Oh yeah,
Snipey.
Sneesby, yeah.
Yep. And I asked for. I'm looking for a little drama here. I'm looking for a little like adversarial.
That's my department.
Is it
so.
okay?
Good, because
So,
you know what?
yeah.
Harmony is great, but it's overrated too.
But I think some of the best things in life come out of like having somebody to root for and somebody to root against.
I'll tell you, when the U.S. played Canada recently in the ice hockey, I put something on the line and I backed Canada, and it turned out good for me. But I was invested in that game, so yeah, a little bit of adversarial, whatever.
Be weird if you lost your own game.
Who's the best? Who's the
That's
best
true.
department in Clear Networks right now?
Yeah.
Who's kicking it?
Or who's your favorite person?
My favorite person is Liz in the HR department.
Yeah, we all like Liz.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to cross Liz.
No one wants to get on.
No,
Liz.
HR people are important because they're quite powerful.
I like it. I like it.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at you trying to be diplomatic.
I
That's
know.
what a vice president does.
Well, we got a lot of great departments.
Oh. You can't just, they're like kids. You can't pick your favorite one.
I'd say
Hey,
the most fun department is the CSR department up front. Those guys have a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, though, he said we got a lot of great departments.
Yeah.
You know what he didn't say?
What?
They're all great.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
You're reading between the lines.
I read between the lines.
Rob's trying to start a fight.
They are.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. We're to the point.
All right.
We've got some rapid fire questions for you.
All right.
First of all, thank you for being on.
Yeah, thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Leading the way, shall I say, as the vice president.
Yeah.
So
Leading by example.
yeah,
So
I like
these
it.
questions are rapid fire. They
Okay.
might be one-word answers if you want them to be. Don't think too much.
Gotcha.
Just whatever comes in. And then they're all the same questions we'll ask everybody. So it'll be good to compare and contrast. So
Sure.
ready. What's your favorite word?
Oh, sweet.
What sound or noise do you love?
Rain.
What motivates you?
Relationships for sure.
What's your favorite food?
Pepperoni pizza all day long.
Oh, here's the important one.
He likes asking this.
Yeah.
Crab legs.
Yeah.
Crab legs.
Oh, cool.
Those are just not, you don't get those every day though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
this is not going to be rapid fire because
No.
I could talk about food all day.
We're not
long.
gonna do that.
All right. Is hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Okay.
How many holes does a straw have?
2.
There's no right or wrong answer.
Yeah, no, to any of these.
What profession other than your own would you like to try?
NFL, but that's come and gone. So
What profession would you absolutely
currently,
never? What position would you absolutely never consider?
anything to do with the environment.
All right.
Okay.
What's your guilty pleasure?
Oh man, I will take a nap in my car any chance I get. So.
This is becoming. Hey,
that's a good one.
This might be a streak. We're gonna have to see what happens.
Everyone else is going to be like, "Where's he gone?" You go, "He's in his car napping." Last question. We word it this way so it's inclusive of everybody, right? If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well done, my good and faithful servant.
Nice.
Great. That was no hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay. So for those of you that get the benefit of watching this before you come on, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, you crushed it. You did pretty good. All right. Any shout outs to anybody at the company? Dave Sneesby did a really good job. He had a quick list of people, and I liked it. And so much so that I want to make sure that this is a regular part of it as well.
Yeah.
Who do you want to shout out at Clearnetworx?
I do want to shout out our entire team lead group. Those guys know who they are, but they're getting it from every angle, from the customer, from management, from the guys below them, and those guys do a really good job of just balancing. Keeping this train moving along. I know Doug told you I had 220 employees. It's 270 almost. So, yeah, I mean that's a lot of balls up in the air to juggle, and those guys do a great job. They're mobile, they're flexible. So our team leads are just really good, good people, good employees, and we love having them. And they keep this machine going. So.
I think Liz would appreciate that in HR, right?
Liz is a team lead.
Yeah.
So.
Liz is my favorite.
Something important, because my wife always said this to me. You no matter whether you're customer facing, whether you're out in the field, you don't know what kind of day people are having.
100%.
So don't forget that when somebody's maybe not in the best mood, it probably has zero to do with you in that interaction.
Yeah. Fun fact, Liz is one of 15 ex-Young Life kids working at Clearnetworx.
That's cool. See? Look at that.
Pretty sweet.
All right, wait. We're going to end it.
We circled right back.
I'm going to add something. We'll add something to the. We're a little over time, but I'm going to add something to the end of this episode. Do you have any Dougisms since you've known him for a long time?
I don't have any Dougisms. I know Dougisms.
Right.
Yeah. So my favorite, it's a drive-by Doug. So you'll just be doing your job, and out of nowhere is Doug.
It just drives by.
I hear what you just said. What I would have said, and then boom, he's gone again. So if you get a drive-by Doug, don't be frustrated.
That's gonna
caring about you,
too.
Caring about you and trying to help you out. So.
Hey,
awesome,
Jeff, you did an amazing job,
thanks.
sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for coming on. All right,
thanks.
Another mini episode in the can.
Yeah,
all right,
great.
We'll see you soon.
All right, bye.